Okay, so this is Laticcia Melitta OT 600 series. There's the box. I'm not going to waste any time opening the box. Oh look, it comes in there within packaging. Yeah, everybody knows how to open a box. I'm not going to waste anybody's time on that. Okay, within the box, what you get is you get some leaflets. Welcome to the Melitta world. In this, it shows you the cleaning products and things that you're probably going to need to buy 30 or 70 litres in. Obviously, I'd recommend that you use Melitta's own product. Tells you about the cleaning system. There's a little thing there in lots of different languages. What does that say? Unfortunately, I'm English. Oh, dear customer, this appliance was checked and tested before it left the factory. Although the appliance has been thoroughly cleaned, it may contain little coffee residue. The appliance is nevertheless absolutely brand new. Before using the appliance, please our user manual. Okay, and here you've also got a user companion app. So you basically just scan the app, and it's in lots of different languages. Okay, and step-by-step instructions. Only once a year descaling. Okay, and basically what this is if you buy a filter, but obviously it's Untitled Chapter. Oh, I think that's in Italian. Not a great use to me. I speak English barely. This is how it works. There you go, inserting the water filler, and it basically comes with a tool. This is the tool for inserting your water filter, but obviously there's no water filter in it. I think they're about 12 quid cartridge. Right, so what you have to do is you also get given a litmus test within the kit, and what you have to do is basically dip that into your water. I think it's like pig's tits. Right, here we go. Dip that into the water, and depending on how many reds you get, and obviously I've got 5 reds there, determines the hardness. So if we look closely, 5 red is greater than 25, 31, and then greater than 45. It's the bottom one. It's the hardest. It's the hardest thing you can get. So, what else comes in the kit? We've got this pipe. Now this pipe sits here, and it basically goes into the milk frother. Just push it in there like that into the tube, and to tuck it away looking nice and sexy, you can just put it in there like that, and it sort of looks like it's meant to be there. Okay, right, so what the instruction manual tells you to do, we've tested the water sample, we know it's very hard water. Okay, so place the vessel underneath the height adjustment of the outlet and turn on the on button. Okay, so we're going to do this. Right, this is adjustable on the Melitta. Okay, and we're going to turn it on. Now what the machine's going to do is it's going to basically say you haven't got any water, and then you're going to have to fill up the water. So it's initial testing the low level switch of the machine. I don't think it's of much value, but we'll do it anyway. Turn on the machine, and look, straight away it's defaulted, we've got no water in it. So obviously we've got to fill up with water. We go to the water container, we lift this, there's a little handle, and look, it's empty. Just pull up like that, and then we've got half a litre and maximum. I imagine maximum just over a litre. Alright, I can't operate one-handed, so I'm going to have to pause the video. Okay, so I've just put the water container back in. In fact, I'll just show you, it just slides in, it just drops in. Handle drops in there nice, and the lid goes back down. The machine then, while it was live, acknowledged that it was that the water tank had gone. The ready light stopped flashing, and that's the beam strength. Okay, so that's where we are now. Okay, just out of interest, when you turn the machine on for the first time, once water's in, what it actually does is the steam button starts to flash, and it basically vents itself. But I've had this on already, and it knows it's already pre-vented. So again, have the cup underneath at the lowest position of the thing, and it'll vent, and you'll probably get, I don't know, an egg cup full of water. The manual then tells you to fill the hopper with coffee beans. This is the hopper, and obviously you just pour the beans in there. I personally just get it to its level. I don't jam as many as I can get in because I don't want any further compression on the beans. Okay, it also says do not use freeze-dried or caramelized coffee beans, as they can clog up the grinder. Coffee powder and instant products would also damage it. So obviously this machine is designed for coffee beans, period. And they're also saying don't put too many beans in there because they lose their aroma. Okay, right, it then talks about the grinder setting. So the grinder setting is on the side, and we just pull the side off there like that, and basically this is the grinder setting. Now it's preset in the factory and it's set to the machine, so it needs no further adjustment. This sticker can be pulled off, and there are another two settings underneath that. But again, the finer the grind, the stronger the coffee. I'm quite happy with coffee at the level of 2 at the default setting, and that just clicks back in. Okay, the next thing in the instructions is to prepare 2 beverages and throw them away, because obviously there may be preservatives in the machine. Okay, so I'm just going to press the cappuccino button. Sorry, the you know what I mean, the espresso button. Why do you say espresso when it should be? Right, there you go, press the espresso button. And basically we've got to prepare 2 drinks and then throw them away. Right, the initial press is to wake the machine up, so the machine was silent, sleeping, and I press it again, and off we go. Starts grinding. Starts grinding, and it's going to dispense. Okay, red light flashing, and then it's gone steady. I'll just slide that up so we can get the cup out. Okay, and I'm going to bin that because that's the first cup. Now this machine has been working fine, so again I didn't really need to throw that. Okay, so this is the important bit. You could actually use the machine at this point, but it's full of parameters, okay? And to be honest, it's a pain in the jacksy. So what you do is you go into the water service button and press it for 2 seconds or more. Okay. Once the display lights up, you can then go into the brewing strength button, and this will basically give you the time the machine takes before it goes into energy save mode. Okay. So energy save mode, basically, after 3 minutes, it will go into sleep, and after 30 minutes, it will turn itself off. Now, that is the default setting. You can have it energy save after 10, if you're in an office, say, lots of people drinking coffee, switch off after an hour, 20 minutes, 4 hours, or you could even have a 30-minute energy save mode, and then 8 hours. Okay, so let's just go into the parameters. So we press the service button for 2 seconds, 1 and 2 and 3, okay. And then I've got 1 bean, so I'm in the minimum energy service mode. That's 2, that's 3, and I'm going to go back to, and that's flashing, which would be a 30-minute delay, and then 8 hours before it turned itself off. Obviously, you've got to think about the planet and waste of electricity. I'm going back to the default, which is 1. I then press and hold the service button, which is the save button. Release. It flashes to acknowledge. I press save. Okay, and that's saved. It flashed to acknowledge the save, and it's gone to 2. 2 is the setting for my basic coffee strength. Okay, so that's the first parameter. If you don't want to save the parameter the way out, you can press any button. So any of the drinks buttons is a way of exiting without saving. Okay, so the next one is the water hardness. We've already done the test. It's on page 25. There's a small table there. The water hardness is basically very hard for me. So basically what happens is you go into the water service, and then you've got a table, and then obviously you've got all the different beans to express the strength of the delay. I've gone into the greatest one, and it will mean that I have to descale after 30 litres. But normally they're looking 100 to 70 litres before you descale. Okay, so let's go into the second parameter. So we press and hold the service button. We've started flashing. I press it again, and then we go water. There's the prompt for water. And then 2, 3, and really hard is 3. And that's what that's the parameter I want, or that's the setting I want. I then press and hold the save. It's acknowledged the save, and then it's gone back to 2. So that's the bean strength. So basically, I've just set the notification of when we're going to change the water hardness. Okay, switch on and off rinsing. This is basically when it does a rinse after you switch off. And it's basically on activated or not activated. So in all fairness, this is default parameter. I don't really know why they've changed this, but let's go into it. So we go into the water service button. Again, press and hold. Okay, we then scroll across the menu. We've done the water hardness, and this is the one. This is the setting, and it's basically the water service button. And I'm saying we're going to rinse after we switch off. If I wanted to deactivate it, I'd press that once and the bean's gone. Okay, but I don't want that. I'm just going to come out of that without saving, and again it's gone straight to 2. So if we just double check that my adjustment is still at the default, which is 1, we're going to go into water service, press and hold, press it again to scroll across the menu, and there it is, and look, we've got the default setting, and I press any button to come out without saving. Okay, setting the brewing temperature. So basically, different people like coffee at different temperature. The default is midway. You've got low, medium, and high. I'm on medium, so let's go through to it. And press and hold the service button. Flashing. We scroll across. We've done the water. We've done the rinse. That's the filter. And that's the clean. Descale. And there we go. That is the water temperature button. Okay. And it's basically saying it's on 2, which is basically medium. So if I wanted to increase the brewing temperature, I could go to 3, I could lower it, but I want to leave it on 2. I'm going to come out without saving the parameter. And again, we've gone back to 2, and the ready lights come off the flashing. Okay, and they're basically the parameters. There's a thing about care and maintenance. After it shows you, it tells you in the manual how to remove the cartridge, and basically clean various things and how to fit the tablet. I think I showed you how to remove the cartridge. If not, door off. Depress the catch and rotate the lever, and that pops the cartridge, and then basically you can just take that out and rinse it. I think you put a descaling tablet in. Depress again, rotate the lever, back on again, side back on. Again, it's always best to remove these things when it's powered and alive, because the machine actually remembers that you've done it. Okay, and really that's basic it, ready to go. Enjoy, and when we come to descaling in about 30 litres time, I'll create another video. I'm new at this, so if you like what you've seen, press like and join my channel. We're going to do lots of videos on things to help people. One of my favourite things as well is the Sudoku X puzzles, because nobody knows how to do them. It's taken me about 6 months how to master them. So stay with me, there'll be lots of other goodies. Thank you, bye.